Far from the influences of Earth, mythical creatures have been hidden away remotely for eons of time. These hybrid creatures flee here from humans, and while some are merely abominations, others are found to possess living souls. The throne wars wage on for the very souls of the creatures discovered here, the brood intent on enslaving them, forcing them to strip mine this small planet of its rare elements. Supernovae that the brood feed on are set to consume the sky and this little planet. Yet an unforeseen threat lurks, and something here is not as it seems, and those who come soon lose themselves. Suiel has just arrived, and she has discovered that a virus is eating up their memories. She urgently wants to warn Zack about this while she can still remember what it is. Yet Zack isn't listening to the lying lips of a brood warrior. You must choose your path. Save the creatures, or enslave them to mine this planet raw.
Not fish. Who can argue with a mindset?
Surprise! Magic!
I don't think that's magic.
Theater! Oh.
Easy now, big guy.
Fresh Prince of Domination. Zack, I'm warning you. You need to listen to me.
Suiel!
I can't imagine you remember much else.
Suiel
I need to
tries
tell you
to
something
explain,
very
but
important
Zack
about
won't
this place.
listen.
There's a virus.
Nothing could change his mind about the brood. And so, the battle begins.
Now that feels warm and inviting.
You're mine, Suiel.
I am yours, Zack, baby.
Oh, give me a break already.
Missed me. Well, I can tell your aim has improved. You really want me gone? Close, but you know. You may defeat me, but Balaam will find you, and when he does, he'll banish your miserable fate down to the pit. Balaam will expose you for the usurper you really are. Merely a grave. You got me.
Yondros Sayakombri.
Oh, that's where you went when I shot you.
All right. There is our little cinematic preview there. We're working on that animation. That's for our Intrepid level. And so we've got a couple more marmosets coming. We wanted to have some different sizes and shapes. Those are coming, and some of that animation's done. I don't have anything to show yet, but it's coming along. Anyways, make sure you go to iPlayMore.com, sign up for a video game test of Thunder. I am the founder of the company and the producer for Thunder Throne Wars. Takes place right here, a little place called the Milky Way Galaxy. You might know this place if you travel down the Green Arm. You end up at the Stellar Jewel Box Nebula NGC 3603. Looks like this. NASA took a satellite image, and we put our little planet Nebulos Prime there. As we zoom in on it, you can see the landscape that we're creating. So these are the islands of Azure and Abyss, or the wonderful world as we call it. And so today I'm going to be showing a little bit of Intrepid. That's what we're doing for our vertical slice. We're getting close. We're 3 weeks away from having that as a showcase. And pretty much everything here you see: Sun, Eternal, the Lagger, where the Laggers are, Forever, Bane, Excalibur, and Bear. All of that is in development at certain stages. So it's pretty exciting. Oh, and Mystery Island down here has been developed. But yeah, that's a secret. Anyways, we have a metagame in our game, so that means winning and losing these arenas matters. So when you take the territory, you're either losing or winning. So, you know, if it's 14/16, that means that the kin have to come back and win this 2 more times to make it neutral. And what does neutral look like? Just like Bear Isle here, 12/12. Nobody owns it. It's neutral. So that's how the game works. And so we've been working on kind of what's happening in the sky. I changed this image a little bit because the blue sun is big, the red sun is little. It's kind of hard because this is just a mock-up. And then the red moon is closer to us, the blue moon is further away. So I just kind of try to give that image. And then Scott did this up. This is a little bit of how the bi-lit, I call this bi-lit star system because it's got 2 stars, bi being 2. And our little planet's going to come around. It's going to do a figure 8 around this. This is how these 2 suns go around. And you've got the 2 moons. So we've kind of got this all laid out, how this is going to look in space and how it's going to function, which is really cool. And so I want to just talk about this a little bit, the Unreal Fellowship for Virtual Production. I'm saying that everybody, and that's you, everybody on the team should be applying for this. So, you know, all they can do is say no, but if they say yes, it's $10,000 US to learn about Unreal Engine. And, you know, speaking from my own experience, I mean, learning more about the Unreal Engine is fantastic. Getting paid to do it, that's even more fantastic. So it's a 30-day intensive blended learning experience, and it's basically for everything media, entertainment professionals, all that kind of stuff. So if you need help with your application, ask me, and I will give you some feedback on what I did for mine. But we've had, I think 3 of us have applied so far, but with a team of many people as we have, we should all be applying. You know, if just a few of us get in, it would be a nice little shot in the arm. And the Epic Mega Grant. So, you know, thanks to David for kind of giving the link. They did a kind of a question answer thing that I totally missed. I should have been there live, I guess, but just busy. And so I was able to go through it, and I took notes, and I really completely understand what they're looking for, how to do this. I think that if we would have went in there blind, we would have made some mistakes. And the best thing about this initiative is that we can apply. We don't even have to wait until we get a yes or a no. We can play again and again and again. We can apply if we get yeses. We can apply if we get no's. Reapply, I mean. So that's really exciting. That really opens it up. I just thought this was kind of a one-shot deal, and we finally got to the place. I guess we should have been hitting this all the way along the way, but 3 weeks we will be ready to do so. All right, this is a list of all the potential publishers out there. We're going to be hitting Epic Games hard. Now, our executive producer, he has shipped... Hey, Henrique! He has shipped 39 games And he came, I've been sending him information. He's been dark. I'm like, man, gee, do we even have an executive producer anymore? We do. He's come back. He says, whatever you guys need help with. And I said, well, we want to go to Epic and we want to pitch them. He says, I've done that. I know what their contracts are like. And so he gave me a bunch of input on that. Uh-oh. Is mana, hey, the one? Is mana broken? Uh-oh. I've got a master mana chart somewhere, so don't worry. But it might not be working in... mana is a currency in our game, just so everybody knows what I'm talking about. Henrique's testing out the mana, and I don't see any report on it. Anyways, so that's kind of what's happening here. So we've got a group of writers. Now, this is very interesting. We are, seemingly attracting more writers at different levels, different kind of experiences. And even Scott is talking about doing some writing. It's funny, he just got a message from me. He's like, can you send me some pictures of Zach? I'm going to write a scene for him. I'm like, okay. So that's very interesting. But anyways, what we're doing is the writers have agreed to have our verticals, our TV pitch Bible done at the same time as our vertical slice. And we're going to have so basically that's a 12 episode story arc. Actually, it's the first 5 season story arc, and they're doing a fantastic job at it. And the thing is like when you make a game, your characters are kind of static, and when you're doing a TV show, your characters are in flux. So your characters start a certain way, and there's a story arc, and they change over time. And they are doing all that kind of stuff, which is wonderful because, that's not my expertise, but I love what's happening here. So anyways, we will go pitch that to Amazon, Netflix, HBO. Maybe we might throw Apple TV and YouTube into the mix because they're all doing that kind of stuff, and then just pick the best deal. I was even thinking yesterday, is there a way to, because I know they're all exclusive, is there a way to have more than one? Wouldn't that be great to be on more? I don't know. Maybe we'll explore that. So the writers have done this up. This is a little bit of a kind of a character interaction, how the characters interact, how they think about things and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of interesting. The relationship between the characters is just to help the writers understand how to do that. All right, so this music you're hearing, I'm like, you know what? I had a note to do this up. I'm like, I need to do this up. So I got an email this week, and the guy's like, he's like, you know what? That music that you're playing during your live stream, he says, that's just placeholder music, right? And I'm like, no, we've got 47 songs mixed and mastered, ready to go for the game. I did all that. And he's like, well, go listen to my music. So I go and listen to his music, and I'm like, no. It's got to have a beat. It's got to be danceable. It's got to be driven. It's got to be guitar oriented. So that's what you're listening to. And I thought, okay, I'm going to put up all of the covers for all of the songs in an image. And that's what, this is my little bragging thing. Hey, I did all that. And actually, I'm missing some here. So you too, to one? Or are you talking to, I don't know. We got people chatting here, which is cool. Anyways, so Leandra. So last week I showed a little bit of this, the Mole King and the Mole Queen. So this is the underground guys. I'm not going to get into too much of the story. It's really cool. It's got some twists and turns to it. But I'm going to just kind of show this a little bit. You're talking to both of us. Okay. And Henrique's saying hello to David. So David must be there as well. Okay. And here's the Mole Princess. So just to be warned, the kings, if you go play in the underground map, the king is going to want to marry you off to the Mole Princess. So we wanted to kind of... Anyways, so I'm not going to talk too much about that. I'm not supposed to be talking about all the future stuff, but I can't help myself. I'm pretty excited. We've got a lot to show this week, so bear with me. So here's the Mole Guards. So when you go down below into the Mole realm, these are the guys you're going to meet. And Leandra gave us a whole bunch, I think 12 different versions of the Mole Castle. I'm like, Leandra, you do too much. It's too many choices. So anyways, the D is the one that we really liked. And I put I in there too. We like that one as well. So she's going to do an actual version. This is just a color test. So Steve did up 12 walking, talking trees. I can't believe how fast he did this. I just approve this because they just look so unique. Everyone's unique, and it's exactly what I wanted. And the other thing about them, they don't have a lot of leaves and stuff on them, which, in a game is, kind of a no-no to have things too complicated. And then, so he did up tree 12. So he did all the views for that. And Sophia has done the Treeman 12 in 3D. And not only has she done it in 3D, she's working on texture. So this is in progress. She's like, is it okay if I show this in progress? So, yeah, this is in progress. And I see you guys are not getting any mana info. So I was actually... the mana info on Twitch was set up... a guy ran a program, and I was paying him for it. He said it would disappear if I didn't pay him for it, and then all of a sudden they stopped taking money from me, and it was still running for the longest time. And yeah, it's obviously dead. I have made a copy of all the records, though. I have all the records, so never fear. But that means you're not earning mana. Oh, Dewan, can you go see if you're still earning mana in our Discord channel? Because I'm talking about that. So you need to know it. Anyways, okay, so then Steve did tree 1, and Sophia's been working on that as well. I don't have images of the 3D yet. And Steve did tree 10. So we're kind of doing them out of order, just basically, I want my mana back. You'll get your mana back, I promise. All right. So Ija did up Payman's Fortress. So this is, it's kind of a mix of 2D and 3D. And this is actually a 3D model that we're going to put in, and then we rebuild it to the actual function. And then he did Payman up. So this is one of our playable characters for the Brood. I guess I should have Brood on there. That's a lot of information. Aha! Ija did this. Ija's been really, really productive. So we're going to see a lot. So this is Aha. So this is a Kin character. This is just concept art. This is not playable characters yet. He did up Aha's Eternal Castle. Again, this is just concept art. So we did have an original concept image for this. It looked a little toyish. And then this is the one that he did up from that. And then I have now assigned this. So this is actually going to be built into the actual playable level. Because I need to know, because Ija gives me the models for not only the characters, but also the location. So I want to see what that's like. We're going to start with a throne room, and we're going to kind of work our way out, because we don't know what's inside there. We want a raised throne. We want the energy icon on the roof, so it's accessible all the time. We want the roof to be able to open and close. So I don't know exactly what stage that's going to be at, but that's what we got to do. The drawbridge has to go up and down. The gates have to close. There's going to be internal gates, external gates. There's going to be water gates. That kind of sounds funny, because Watergate is a very famous thing in the U.S. But anyways, so what's going to happen here, these are going to kind of be at a partially closed level. I'm just making this up as I'm talking. And then the players are going to be able to open these up, and then it's going to flood this all out. And so the players coming in, this whole area, I don't know how we're going to do it, but maybe we'll make a bigger area here and have a lower moat, and then it'll fill up and kind of wash the players away. Just an idea. These towers all have to be accessible, so people have to get in there. Hey, Derek. Man, we've got everybody here. That's fantastic. Well, it's not everybody, but a lot of people. So, yeah. And I want to be able to, all these little windows, you want to be able to guard from, and that kind of stuff. So anyways, that's that. So he also Ija did Azrael. Again, this is just concept art. This is not... Hello. Who's D-Baz art? Is that Ija? So anyways, so he did Azrael. Again, this is concept art. Yes, it's done in 3D, but this is not a playable character, but it's heading towards that. And then he did up Sun. So we had an original art director that did up these ideas. So this over here is going to be Payman's. It's kind of funny he didn't realize that. And then he's got Azrael here, and then this is going to be Azrael's castle. It's going to be lots of stained glass. We're going to have the... So that should have the kin icon on it too. Whoops. I didn't realize that till just this moment. And then this is going to be a lush valley, but see, I didn't give him those instructions. But I mean, it looks great. It's just concept art. Jonathan did up another one of our characters. Actually, I think we saw this last week. So this is Tigress, and so this is one of the kittens. Oh, it's Kieran. Okay, I don't know. It's the first time you said something here in my stream. We're getting to you, Kieran. Okay. I'm gonna call this Caracal. I know Jonathan said it differently, so he's skinnier cat. So these are saber-toothed clouded leopards, so kind of a hybrid. So the Discord bot is still working. It's not the same as the stream mana, but once you get enough points, you get the VIP role, which gives you VIP access to the Discord. So probably one of our bots is not working. Oh, I know, it's the other bot. Because there's MooBot. Anyways, there's two bots that are supposed to be running, so it must be the other bot. Anyways, we'll figure it out. So, Kieran, here you are. So, Kieran did up the Lager Guru. So, this is the one that won. So, remember a few weeks ago, we were showing 3 different versions, actually for the last 2 weeks, I think. And so, this is the one that won out. This has actually been assigned to 3D. I don't have any feedback on that yet. I'm not even going to talk about that, but it's actually really cool. You forgot, MooBot is working, but forgot what the other bot is. Yeah, it's that one. Anyways, I'll have to go figure it out. I can't even remember how I figured it out, but there's a way. And they stop working after a while. You got to go back and start them again. So that's my problem. Okay, so Kieran did the Lager Guru. So I want to show, I've been talking about this every week, so I'm going to actually show it. So he's going to be a guy that you go talk to for quests. He's going to give you this book. And then you got a quest to go do the pages for it. I was actually reading this the other day. It's very cool. So you go get the blank pages, and then he gives you these insights, these maps of our pits. Because what we wanted to do with our pits, because you're banished to a lower realm, you don't get to see what it looks like. We wanted to show what the layout of that looks like. So that's what this is. And so that one's Excalibur, which is the Unicorn Pegasus, which we actually have in the game today, drinking water. And we got the Forever Pits. And we got the Intrepid Pit, which I'll be showing a bit today. And Kieran did the Lager print. So if you remember a couple weeks ago, we were showing 3 different versions of this. People were voting. And so I took from this one and took from that one. And this is where we ended up for the Lager prints. I just got this, and I love it. So it's fantastic. This is just concept art. We still have to make this guy in 3D. We actually have a 3D version of this we're probably going to put out with the vertical slice because we're going to run out of time. And he's just a placeholder. There's some problems with the model, so we might as well just do this again correctly. All right, so Lager Castle by Fiera. And so we extended this balcony, so the king's going to be up here. The Lager King's going to be up there. You're going to come out. You're going to have this beautiful vista view. And as in the map, there's no playable level here. This is just to hang out. Go to the marketplace. So I've asked for a top-down view of this. So we have a little bit more. And she did up the huts. So this is our Lager huts. And so what we wanted to do here, she's like wanted me to pick one. I'm like, no, I want to mix and match these things. So that's what this is. You can see there's a bit of mix and matching here going on. And then we've got the dark Lager huts. So there's fewer of those. And then look at this. So she gave us how it's going to be built, the roofs, the bases, the props, the entrances, the fronts, all that kind of stuff. And then we model all these things separately, and then we can kind of do a little bit of a mix and match. So that's how it works. So fantastic. And Henrique did a fantastic job on these devices, so I'm going to show it again. We have a really special kind of secret project coming. A couple of them, actually. But one of them is going to involve the devices. So I want to show these. So that's our claw. That's the agony. I'm going to be showing that today. It's actually a really cool device. And the rapid impact. These two work together. And then they're red. These two work together. So you have the Wolverine and the Stingray. And you have the H2O. And you have the Hog, which are both blue energy. And then you have the rare devices, which you only find in the pit. Nobody starts with them. Even if you own one, you still have to go find. So all you own is the access to it. And so that's the Oculus, and the P-Res or Prismatic Resonator would be the full name. And then in the left hand are the scepters. So people that are doing the free-to-play will have the common. It will shoot everything, lightning, fire, ice, stars, but only, let's say 80% or whatever. And if you have the lightning, then you're going to have the full ability of lightning. If you have the fire, full ability of fire. So it's going to be very specialized. You get to do what you want. You can have them all. So we don't limit people in this design. If you want to purchase that stuff, that's wonderful. That helps us with development. And that's kind of how we're doing this thing. And then I threw the shields in just because they're so gorgeous, and you never see them unless you banish somebody. So we've got Shellet, which is white on the back side of this, dark on this side of it, or dark, I guess it should be said. The Kadesh shield, which is red, the Havelair, which is blue, and then the rare, which is the rainbow, which protects you. It's a core shield, protects you from all. And that's actually a quest for this. You're going to learn about this. This is quest number 10. We won't get to that in a vertical slice, but that's where we're going with that. And then Enrique has the door knockers done and the gargoyles done. And then he's working on what Fiar did for, I got to read this, Savlatus's Intrepid Brood Fortress. And I'll be showing some screenshots today, but this is actually, those screenshots are just placeholders. This is going to be the actual thing. Of course, this is just concept art to show the idea. And then Colin is... there's so much going on, it's crazy. So Colin is working on the Intrepid Kin throne room. So we needed we had this beautiful Kin castle, but the throne room was lacking because we put the castles way up high. This is supposed to be the energy icon. Of course, it looks completely different. That's just a placeholder image, but he did a fantastic job of laying this out. This roof is going to open, but it'll still have a place where the energy icon remains on a base. All right, so here's some shots of our Intrepid map. Oh yeah, so next time I do these shots, I got to do it with the epic settings. All right, so I'm just going to kind of go through these quickly. I don't have new shots this week, just ran out of time. This whole fountain's going to be redone, so maybe next week we'll have that. We got to unwrap and texture and test the size and positioning and all that kind of stuff. Takes a bit of time. Oh yeah, I was going to remove the ones with grass. I did some, but I didn't get them all. Because we have different grass everywhere now. Boyan's been redoing the whole mountain with rock work. Just absolutely gorgeous. It's not in my version, so he's going to be getting to that. It's kind of showing how the river water is so rough and flowing fast, and the lake water is much more smooth. And our temptress... No, sorry. This is the strangler forest. This is the strangler plant. The temptress plant is en route. So, Kieran, yeah, you're working on that. Kind of talking to myself and you guys, of course. All right, so some more screenshots. And yeah, we're gonna be working on all that stuff. Everything's gonna change. Gonna have a couple nests up here with the phoenix. Working towards that. Gonna be a lot of stuff coming in the next 3 weeks. We're pushing towards getting this done. And Henrique, I'm sorry I don't have new screenshots of the cactus yet, so this isn't your latest texture. And we got to get these holes cut. This is going to be the brood throne pit. So I've got the design for it. So because it doesn't extend to the pit, it's going to have a place so you can fall down and walk around, and then come out. So I've got a design for that, but we got to get the cutout happening in the map. So, and this gate's going to be redone. I want to get the Kin gate in first, then we're going to redesign the brood gate. But this is all this placeholder architecture to kind of give us an idea what it's going to be like up in the air. The Pygmy Marmoset Village. So we got more of them coming. Gonna have to get them rigged and animated. So this is all gonna be redone. So we've got new models to test. This is where the new throne room's gonna go. Nicholas is working on the towers, so this should all come together in the next few weeks. And away we go. I haven't had any time to test all that. And of course, that's not real textures, that's just a test texture. And some updated shots of the pit, so I love where this is going. Derek, you're doing a fantastic job on this. So definitely got to get more mushrooms and things in here just to populate it. But I like how this is going. So I just took some more screens of this today. Just some different areas, and that's that. So let's talk about Unreal 5. Pretty excited about this. So this is per pixel. Look how gorgeous this is. And this is the game engine. So what you're looking at here is the ability to take models and drop them in, use Hollywood movie assets, and the engine figures everything out. High resolution models. We make one model, we drop it in, away we go. That means we could actually take a concept model like Ij is making and drop it into the game, and the game will perform. Because that's not happening right now. Right now we have to think about LODs and things like that. And look at the massive open world. So this is where we're going with Game 2, Unreal 5. And then let's talk about Niagara. It's in version Unreal 4.25. It's the latest version of Niagara. It's done. It's complete. It's ready to go. And you can even do audio and everything with it. So it's absolutely amazing. But look at the visual effects. So, and the other thing is about the visual effects on Niagara is it sits at a lower level of your PC. So with the old effects, like the ones that we're using in our game right now, they sit at a higher level. They take a lot of resources, and the new ones sit at a lower level. I hope I'm explaining that properly, but anyways, they take less resources. All right, let's talk about the gameplay a little bit. So in our game, you take your own throne. You can see the thrones are all different heights. So you got first place, second place, third place, very much like the Olympics. And it's team. So, you know, you get there, first guy that gets on the center throne, you're going to get the most points. And then the team gathers around, takes the different seats, gathers around. And if you stay till the announcement is done, you get 2 throne energies. You take those to the central fountain, you create a stronghold. So the first, that only happens for one team. And you begin to tilt the game into your team's favor. So this is something we learned. If you balance the game perfectly, the game is no fun. It's absolutely no fun. So you got to have a balanced game that the player's unbalanced. That's the lesson there. So if your defenders can hold your throne and your offensive team can go take the enemy throne, you have both, you create a kingdom. You return, you touch your home throne or any forward place throne, you have an empire. So, you know, it's teamwork, right? So they're placing thrones across the map, and your top player, your king, goes back and or your queen, touches that forward throne, instant empire. You hold that for a certain period of time, you have a dynasty. You build thrones all the way across to put the energy icon at the back there in jeopardy, or actually those are going to be up on the roof now. You declare dominations, you destroy it, you win. So that's one victory condition. The other victory condition is to eliminate all of the enemy team to the pit. And you have a victory. So we call this Throne Wars, and you lock all of these things in the shrine. So this is a stage 1 shrine. You can see that's what the kin lock looks like. It's letters of their alphabet, and this is what the brood looks like. And I'll tell you, the brood only have 13 letters, but man, they are confusing. The kin has 32 letters, and they're all unique. So they just, I don't know, it's just the way that it works. It's very interesting. So there we go. We call that Sked, Stronghold Kingdom, Empire Dynasty. So Sked gameplay. And when we're placing thrones, we have a thing called Ultimate Throne Wars, or UTW, we call it for short. And when you meet, Ultimate Throne Wars is declared. You get this T icon spinning around between you. You can only place thrones wide, or you can go around, but you can't go through. And then as you're shooting each other, you're damaging each other, getting points, and whoever gets the most points wins. And you win, you usurp, which means you take over all of those thrones. So in this case, if kin was coming across and they usurp brood, these would all be blue thrones. Then you come here, you place one more throne, or I guess the throne and the icon are going to be, well, I don't know. We'll have to see. So anyways, you place to the icon and then you put it in jeopardy. I'm going to have to see how that works as we develop the gameplay, but that's basically the gist of it. So we have t-shirts up. We have posters up. Go to teespring.com/stores/iPlayMore and enter the code iPlayMore. Save $3. So Discord, maybe somebody can go test this link. Make sure it's still active. I'm sure hope it is. And I still hope you're earning mana in Discord by being active there. So I'm saying those things. Anyways, okay. So I'm going to leave my... You got the poster. David says he got the poster. All right. I didn't even get a notification of that. Okay. So I'm going to leave my sunglasses on today and wave hello. I'm just protecting my eyes from these crazy monitors. Okay, so let's go do some different things today. Let's go look at the Unicorn Pegasus. There it is. So just placeholder textures right now. And Unicorn Pegasus is not going to be in this level. So they're going to be running in a herd. There's going to be a brood version and a kin version of them. Hey, where's its tail? It should have a full-blown tail. Enrique. I'm picking on you. Okay, so yeah, we'll have to ask the model or where's the tail. And the animator should have the tail swishing. Anyways, that's just an early test. But we're going to have them running in herds. So that's that. Okay. So I'm using a recoil device. That's how I'm moving that fast. So walk speed is just WASD. And then if I push shift, I go fast. Of course, I want to get on the middle throne. Actually, we'll leave it there. I'll pull the camera out. All right. We got our feet on the chair properly. Oh, it does go on the side, but that's minor.
The king.
Princess of Thunder.
All right, let's change over to the brute. The game is like this. Whoever gets in first. Okay, let's jump on this one. We've got a whole bunch of models coming too, because we're doing this thing where we test the models in the map. So the concept artists draw them up, and then we make the model, then we test the model in the map, then it goes back, and then it's unwrapped, and then it's textured.
Princess of Thunder.
How come I have so many throne strikes? Okay, I want to pick up this device. Okay, the central fountain. So remember, if I said if you get here with 2 throne strikes, I love going up through the hole. This route, that route is going to go. All right, let's just see. And we had new code done. I haven't even tested it. So I'm going to switch to my agony. So I'm not getting a standby sound. Okay, so that's a bug. So this is the thing called tie bond. All right, it's working good. So I can pull somebody off. So this is used for a couple different things. So that's an enemy. I've just tied bond an enemy. I've pulled the enemy off the throne with that. And there's a couple uses for this. One of the uses is you have a new buddy. He's playing the game for the first time, doesn't know what to do. You can tie bond to him. Now let's just show you what the other player looks like, just so you understand. So the other player has a message. Use the claw. So you push 1. And you break the tie bond. Oh, see, I can hear the standby. But I can't hear it personally. It's funny when I ask the programmer to fix something, we break something else. Okay, you can also see on my screen I've got a find. let's just show you what that is. So if I go whipping down here, I'm gonna use the claw. So you see in the shrine, but you see it's wrong. Let's go find one. I usually don't do this, but today we're gonna do things a little differently. A lot of momentum. There's no lock here. That's a chest. That's your inventory system. So instead of having to go to town to find your inventory or bank or whatever, you just go to any shrine, like even right here. Oh, there's a lock here. Let's see, is this the one? Yeah. So that's how you unlock it. I didn't even get a chance to get it. So that's probably a little too close. You can see I've filled my shields right up. Okay, so I'm just going to whip back over. And you can move really fast in this game. You are not a human being. You are an angelic creature. We're going to get the trees to stop popping like that. Let's just go back over here. That's just things that the LODs have to be done. There we go. I want to pick that up. Okay. Let's just show how the throne energy works. Do I want that? No. I'm going to get it very good. Okay, so let's just say that I'm in the ring here. Let's go back to the enemy. Oh, it's working now. That's interesting. So when you come in here, you can see this is a bit of tug of war. If I step up on the throne, I'm capturing now. Even with her in the circle, this is the highest throne point, and it will steal it. It's going quite slowly, because we're in a tug of war. If one of her friends showed up, then it would start to go in their direction. It's a true tug of war. You can see my shields are filling up there on the right side.
Queen of Dominations.
Okay, so this character... Oh, it's hard to do this. Okay, so I'm just holding G to look at my character. So she's the queen. So right now the kin is capturing back their throne. And all I got to do is touch this. Actually, all I got to do is place a forward throne. I'm just going to push T. And I'm going to push... Actually, I'm going to push S to put my fire throne on. Oh, that didn't work.
Empress.
So she's become the Empress. She's created an empire. She's brought her scepter online. She can fire. So if I push F, I can shoot fire. And that will damage the enemy. You can see the crown. There's going to be a crown. So you're going to come up to this and you're going to know how powerful, what level this character is by the crowns that they have. That's all preliminary. We only have one throne in here. Or one crown. Okay, let's do a lightning. I'm going up in the air. You can see how high I am now. See what I've done? Just by looking up. So wherever I look, I place a throne. So I can take the round way. I can head directly towards it. All the thrones are going to face the enemy's energy icon, so I know where they are. I'll just switch sides here. She can no longer capture that throne. She can still collect energy, but she can't capture that throne. It's out of play. So this is something we learned when we were doing testing, is that we reduce the gameplay to one main throne of power. And after 2 minutes, all the thrones go out of play. See my lightning scepter's on. I can zoom in on her. Let's just show you what this is like. See if this works. There we go. Yeah, beauty. Let's just try something here. Actually, I'm gonna wait. If I get close enough, Ultimate Throne War is going to be declared right now. Zoom in. Okay, so that's a bug. Brew Dynasty achieved. Oh, no, it's not. Sorry. I'm not sure where she went. I did shoot her. Oh, there she is. Oh, I got a moving target. This is like a real game. Just because I shot her once. Okay. So she's attached. I'm going to cut her loose now. You can see her throne's out of play, but you can see it's blue now. It's not red anymore. I can come up to it. I can push T. I like lightning because I have a lightning scepter.
Dominations.
So let's show something different. Now her icon's vulnerable. Whoops. Oh. So agony is not damaging the thing. Okay. Let's just test everything. That's working. Okay, so we got a little bug there. I can capture her throne. Her crown has come here. Let's go see where she went. Now it's going to be a lot more back and forth than I'm showing. I'm just showing this all on one computer. But she can come. I just love this. Pull her off before she captures.
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
That was a Eddie Murphy joke there. Okay, the icon is still vulnerable. The throne isn't captured. Let's just go see so I can take it back. Oh, yeah.
Princess of Thunder.
Oh, so she finished the capture. The icon's still vulnerable. That's not gonna. Okay. So you have the recoil pushing me back if I'm in the air. Oops. Really pushes you back. You have a left recoil and a right recoil. So I'm going left, right, left, right. Of course, she's going to break it and stop me or whatever. Oh! We fixed the feet on the throne, but not for this. Okay. That's where I wanted the feet fixed on the throne. I didn't know those were two different things. Now we do. So this is what's revolutionary about this, is it just starts all over again. There is no loading. Absolutely no loading whatsoever. And here we are back in the game. Okay, so I'm going to bring them back in. I'm just going to grab this agony again because we're testing it. Just going to go back over here, find her. Okay, so let's just see here. So just going to go back over here. I'm going to no, you know what? Okay, no, this is right. I'm not really... Actually, I guess I am capturing this. Because... to get shields, I have to capture them. That's right.
Princess of Thunder.
Okay, so what we're testing right now is self-banish. We should be able to change to the brood. She should be able to create a tie bond. You see that my own shield, you see that? 29%. I'm getting points from both of our shields. And that works with both the white and the black nose. So it's kind of a cool way to fight. Okay, let's just look. I've got 0% shields now. So put myself in a dangerous position. Okay, she's exploded and froze me. Let's just change over. So this is what it looks like when you're banished. Because I had some thrown energy, it's exploded and froze her. I gotta test that more, but anyways. Okay. That's kind of interesting because if they're frozen, they can't go get the booty. I mean, they could use the claw to get it or whatever. There's our spider. So that's going to chase you around. We don't have that working yet. And Derek, you're doing a great job on this. This is fantastic. Okay, you know what? I haven't practiced at getting out of here, so I hope I know what I'm doing. Thank you for moving the rare devices. This is not where they're going to be. But I just like to test that I can now switch to them and use them. So that's great. Okay, so we got to get a roof on here. I'm going this different way now. I'm probably going the wrong way. Okay, this is what I get for not testing this before. This is all new. Hey, I did it. So where am I? So that's the other thing that we need to do. I need to be able to push M and see my map and see where I am. So that needs to be done. Okay, but I can push enter. And I'm returned. If I push H, you can see I have no power-ups. So let's go just try something here. I'm in the lake. So I'm going to push G. I can see my own character. She's going to do some animation, sort of dancing around and stuff. We should have some power-ups falling. Last week we had an issue where they weren't falling. I didn't have a chance to test this yet. It's looking like they're not working. Okay, so we don't have power-ups working. So it's interesting because the programmer, he doesn't want to run this big level. So he runs a test level. Oh! Well, I just got a power-up. How did I get that? Okay, I don't know what's going on. There should be all kinds of power-ups right now. Oh, they are here, but they are invisible. Okay. So anyways, what I'm trying to show here is I can go over to Notch Up. And you see my shields are filling up. So you want to do that before you get back into a fight. You want to be careful here in the Strangler Forest. There is a Strangler plant. It isn't attacking people yet, but it will be. It'll grab you and hold you. And don't ask me where they are. I'm the guy that did the plan. And I don't know where they are. But there's going to be a quest, and the quest can be lit up. So this is a shrine. It's going to fill me up. Come back, get my gear back. We don't have all that working yet.
Money from heaven, delivered by thunder.
That's what you're listening to, is some of my early voice testing. So I can pick up this device. There's all this booty laying around. Well, that's not booty. Alright, some rare energy, which is what this rare device needs. Oh, one-shot banishing. See, because we were tied together, we weakened each other's shields. Now, she didn't go on a throne, so I should not be held. But I can change to the claw. And move while being held. And pick up all the booty. Alright. Okay, let's just go for a run. I'm almost done. Now, I can set my game to cinematic, and none of these trees pop, but it's a little laggy. So I'm set to epic, and we've only got the LOD0, and so the trees pop. So we're going to have a whole bunch of things coming in. We've got that right there, that kin gate is coming. This is all going to be new. Got all new towers coming. Henrique, how did the new, I don't know what you'd call that. We'll just call that the kin castle. How's the new one look? And then the new kin throne room. You saw some designs for that today. That's got to be put in. So anyways, when you get out of the pit, let's just push H to look at my shields. You see that I'm capped at 44%. And if I go pick up this rare shield, I'm capped at 44%. It's not going to be much. Okay? Very simple. You go under the tree. This is your massive home tree. Hear the magic sound. Okay. Actually, I'm going to push enter and fly. Makes it a little easier. Turn it off. Go into the tree house. Go up into the secret upper chamber. Pick up all the goodies. Oh, Sheila. Let's have your brother watch this. There's a good idea. Let's send him a link. He's a writer. He's going to help us do some writing with our team. So there we go. And now I've got all the devices. And if I switch over to the enemy player, they've been banished. And if I push H for a HUD, that's not going to work here. Okay. So that might be something that we want, is when you're banished, you should still be able to push H. Okay, so I can push H here. You can see over here on my left side of the screen, you see that there's one brood, one kin. That's kind of the pit, and then you're seeing there's one in the pit, one banished, and then when they escape, they get out. So that's just a little bit of thing on it, and so that must be working. Let's just go test that real quick. So banished, spawn into the pit. And you can push your AWSD and move. And what I'm testing now... Oh, that wasn't a good idea. Oh, yeah. No, I have lab. Okay. Okay, these are back. I think that's because we started a new game. They should take 7 and 8 minutes to spawn. Okay, let's just see if I can figure this out. I'll do the same thing I did before. I went right. So using my claw. I think I went this way. And the pit is meant to be confusing. I just call it a fate worse than death. Yeah, I did it again. This won't be this easy. This is just... Okay, so here's the test. So I want to look and see. So I can see there's one there, and then if I push enter, that works. I'm out of the pit, and then the number is gone. So when those numbers get to 8, or sorry, I should say 50%, then they're on the screen all the time to let you know that you should be banishing the entire enemy team. So that's all I'm going to show today. It's amazing how much work is being done. Make sure you go to iPlayMore.com, sign up for a video game test of Thunder, and I'll be here next week. We're getting close. 3 more weeks. Wow. And everybody's really pushing, and we get a lot of production happening. And these Saturdays seem to be coming so fast, but it's absolutely amazing. So anyways, like, subscribe, follow, share, comment, all that good stuff. And we want to push this out. We've got a growing list of game testers. I haven't had a chance to compile those lists and email everybody, but we're going to get to that at the end, for the end of this, and then really push up our views and all that kind of stuff, and then make our presentation to Epic and see what happens. So anyways, thank you very much. Talk to you soon. It's VindaCator, and I am out.